Good morning, you don't understanders. My name is Dustin from YDU Games, and welcome back to my channel. I would say welcome back to this, but we've never played this before. This I found, I'm not sure if it's interesting or not. Obviously, it's called Her Story. This music is amazing, by the way. And pretty much, and what we're doing, apparently, is listening to interviews, recorded interviews of this girl, and discovering what her story really is. And apparently, as you go on, it's supposed to completely freak you out. Well, let's get started. I have really no idea what to expect. You don't mind me, I'm still hungry, but I have to get something recorded. I have a hot dog. Oh. And no napkin. Oh, there's one. Okay, let's get start because this music is picking up some. That was the freakiest intro ever. It looks like we're on a computer. This is awesome. Search terms, murder. Why not? What is this? Oh, search history, obviously. Duh. Settings. Anti-glare filter. Do I want it to look like a real computer screen, or do I want it to look like this? You know what? The newer, I want this because it looks better. Kind of like, oh my god, this music. How do I fix the music? Hold on. Hold on. Where's the music button? Readme.txt. Computer technology is the backbone of the police work. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. What's in the rubbish? Hack.nfo and a mirror game. A mirror game. A clock. Where's the volume? Where's the... Really? Read me. Hey! Here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get you a guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off from the original tapes in 1999, and the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one had touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective's footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when they were in the old archives were flooded in 97. But I figured this would be enough. Take your time. Did you hear that? Sounds like there's something going on in the background. There's database checker. Oh my god, this music though, it's killing me. Alright, let's watch the first one.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Apparently this is also based off of a real story. I guess the woman here is an actress, but she is playing the part of the real interview. I guess they just didn't want to show the real person. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Okay, so something about some guy named Simon being murdered. I don't know the story myself, otherwise... It's fine. Obviously, I don't know the story, that's why I'm playing the game.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Really?
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
Okay, now we're out of videotapes. Now the key is to listen to what she was saying and to search. There's something happening in the background in this thing. I'm waiting for like someone to scream or something. It's gonna freak me out. Okay, weapon. I think this one I already saw. Let's watch it anyway.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Okay. How about L.A. lawyer? I think that's how you spell lawyer. Here we go. We haven't seen these yet. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can I leave?
I love saying that word.
Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
She does not seem happy. Now that was anger.
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. Yes, no lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
I didn't get anything out of that. Should I be storing all these? Alright. How about rights? Here we go. Why are you wearing something different? How many times? Are you in jail?
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Friends, huh?
That can't be right. In the bedroom.
What can't be right in the bedroom? And I don't mean that in a sexy way. I mean, how can that not be right in the bedroom? Does she know where the murder took place? And somehow he was in the bedroom and she's like, bedroom? I didn't kill him in the bedroom.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
You controlling bitch. Alright. Oh, we got more. Nope, click that.
Hurt someone? Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
You gotta give that to her. What is with the guitar?
You want me to play something?
No.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
How long is this video?
Sisters came walking.
Relax, everybody. There's got to be a message in here.
Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain.
It's pretty good.
With a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And then it starts to get weird? Okay, here's what I don't get. Okay, let's look up. How do you spell drown? How about just drown? Here we go.
Yes. We'd fight.
Grats.
We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
I was right!
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
Just for a moment, though.
But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
I've never actually tried to kill somebody. I mean, I think everybody says, hey, I wish this person would die. But when it comes to actually doing it, you don't. What's her name? What's her fucking name? Read me. Blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute, wait. What is your name?
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
Okay.
It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea.
Thank you,
So,
Hannah.
Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Okay. The thing is, she looked a lot like the girl from, what's her name, Casey Anthony, the Casey Anthony case. And she's talking about drowning and murdered her? Who is her? Her daughter? No, wait, Simon. Who's Simon? Let's keep going.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother.
Oh.
She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana.
And you hated him for it.
A symmetrical name.
Just seeing how well you can see me here. So if I was to sit back, you could see me, right? Yep, looks like it. So Simon was her husband.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Okay, so she killed him while on vacation?
Yes.
Polygraph test. Polygraph
shit.
test.
Sorry.
I want to see more of the polygraph.
My name.
Your name.
That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
Okay. How about... Wow, I can type. Okay, we've already seen this one. Fine. How about Ava? Just that, okay. Okay, we're gonna look up Simon. I think that's how you spelled it. Oh, here we go. 61 amp. Access limited to the first 5 entries. Oh. I just noticed that.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Are you done?
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo instead of spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have. It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Mm-hmm. And what happened?
Yes, there's an Amstrad one.
Oh, what now?
No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games.
Oh, it's a computer.
And Save the Princess. That kind of thing.
Donkey Kong. Okay, so they had a computer, something about... did she have a problem with his video games?
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy.
No, it's you.
Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Question you. Okay, well, that's all of that. What was I gonna look up? Drunk.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist.
And you didn't
I
like
would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished.
You did that to yourself.
But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
What?
I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
Ugh.
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
I know that feeling. Wow. What's with the music? No, 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 you are not. Okay, Okay, there was two things on STD. I was just curious about that.
I was living in the attic.
Yes.
It was a very hard time.
Yeah, you said that already.
I was depressed. Was still pretty sick of the STD.
Oh, so it was a curable
I
one.
came down one morning and they were dead.
They? Your whole family? Hannah and
They were
Simon?
dead and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot.
Who's they?
And
Names.
I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them.
Uh-huh.
And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened.
Toxicology report!
In the attic.
Or did we not have that back then? What's with my screen? It just went dark for a second.
At the time they said it was poison. Food poisoning.
Yeah, so mushrooms. You said
I felt
that.
so guilty.
Why?
If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't. I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school.
Who's Doug?
They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
I got a moth on my window. It's a little freaking me out a little bit. Okay, Doug. Oh! 6 entries found.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
I don't know who they are. Are you going to tell me who they are?
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week. But every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. You know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes.
Wow.
When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books.
Uh-huh.
Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
The husband knows. No. There is no way the husband doesn't know that. You can try to hide it. What happens? They can smell it on you. They can smell the cigarettes alone. You know, they don't even have to smell the smoke. The cigarettes have a very strong odor to a non-smoker. I know this for an absolute fact. You know what? Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have a smoke myself. Okay, guys, I am back. Now, I thought of something while I was doing... Let's watch these next two, and then I'm gonna search for my idea.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric.
Wow.
Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him.
You think it was
Then I
Eric
called
the first
Doug
time?
and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
What'd you do? Witness a murder and then hide it? That was a long video.
1984. It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
I think you snapped. I think you snapped. Now, this is the thing I wanted to look up. There's only one thing of suicide.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that.
You said
Hurt himself?
Yeah.
No.
You said he wouldn't pick death caps, and he did. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was too long a word.
They said it was food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps.
Oh, 2 words.
It had
Okay.
a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Except you. Excuse me. Nope. Okay, how about... Okay. Alright, what was your daughter's name? Oh my god! Aughter, right? Am I not spelling it right? No, that's not right. Do you have any siblings? You do.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me.
What about you?
Told him I was pregnant.
Okay.
She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew. She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
There keeps being some sort of background noise, so I keep thinking there's something happening, like around, but I know there's nothing, so it's just trying to freak you out, and it's working. 8 seconds.
My sister is gone,
Oh.
and she's never coming back.
Okay, so the sister was killed also.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Because he was having an affair. I've seen people love... Well, I haven't
What if
seen
they
it.
were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
He was having... I'm going to look up affair.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
We're watching 3 different
Whether it's
interviews here.
given to them or they inherited
So
it.
this is why it's difficult to
They
follow.
wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, Big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
You like killing things, don't you? Now, there was something in number 2 I wanted to look
What
up.
did your wife do?
Affair.
She didn't kill.
How do you spell... Is that how you spell affair? Aha!
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
You said he was!
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone.
You said Simon...
I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
What's her name,
Why are
Hannah?
you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Why are you? It's driving you nuts.
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
She's going nuts. Okay, sex. 9 entries!
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Not anymore, it's not.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
How is your sex life?
Excellent! I'm not married. My sex life sucks.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
So none.
No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
You said you did. You said you did. I should really start paying attention to these dates.
No. I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
How do you spell miscarriage?
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Ow!
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
But this poor girl, she had a really
Then my
screwed up
parents
life.
died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents. Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something.
Yeah, I think I saw
They
this
made me
one.
call me. I had to use my
Nope.
key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
What's with the random noises if I find a really good one?
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Any new sounds? No?
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Hannah?
This was late in the pregnancy.
Who's Hannah? I'm gonna look her up.
Left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married.
How old
Simon
was
had
she?
a job at the Glaziers now. Derek had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
I really don't get what's with the screen darkening and such. Uh-oh.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
That kind of freaked me out.
Poor Simon.
That freaked me out. A lot.
across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Mhm.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Oh, it's your
The midwife
sister.
was there to help.
You never said Hannah was your sister.
I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Oh, no darkening of the screen? No sirens?
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Okay, how do you spell attic? Is that it? Okay, we're gonna watch these three and then I'm gonna call it quits because this
Yes.
is... What?
I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Nice outfit.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories. Could the hairs have come from somewhere else?
What hairs?
Could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic.
What
There's
hairs?
a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there? It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending.
Do I not know the story of
Is that
Rapunzel?
too much?
Achievement unlocked. It's a happy ending. Do I not know the story of Rapunzel?
What kind of hairs?
What kind of hairs? 8 entries found. What if I put one, like this one, add to session? Okay, so I can't delete this one. I can user tags. I can enter tags. This is added to session. I'll leave that in the session. I like the guitar. What kind of hairs? Huh. Do we have another? Looks like we have another song. Hang on, I want to watch these two first. I'd say only 18 seconds.
Florence took me home with her.
I need to look up Florence next time.
Twins and had a healthy baby.
A.
I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
Yeah, we got that. Alright, how about we watch this song and then I'm gonna call it quits.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Oh, the rest of the song.
Need a body of a doctor
Oh, the wind and then the rain.
till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And he made a fiddle bow of
Well,
her long hair. Oh,
Oh,
the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
well. That's not the real time. You know, these things are, what do you call them? Sound, like, I can't hear any sounds outside of them unless someone's like really yelling. And so, Oh, okay. And so every time I hear something, they're good. It makes it sound like it's coming from the background. I think it's like background noise, like you're in an office or something. But this is such a good game. I don't know how good it is with you guys watching. But so far, this is really good. I hope it saves. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. My name is Dustin from YDU Games. This has been her story. And apparently there are hundreds and hundreds of videos to watch, as in I just barely scratched the surface here. If you want me to keep playing, please let me know, because I want to keep playing, but if you don't like watching it, I won't keep playing recording-wise. I'll just play it on my own time. But if you like this video, please like, favorite, subscribe, and do the comment thing, because I want to know if I'm going to keep playing or not. Yeah, all my links are in the description, and I'll see you later! See you guys.